Happy Valentine's Day, music friends! If you're like me, you like all things romantic, and I'm not just talking about the musical time period during the 19th century. Recently, I read a post about 8 things you need to know if you're going to date an organist. And so I thought we probably should have a post about what to do if you're dating a violinist. So first of all, plan on eating late. None of this 5:30 dinner time. We probably have students till at least 6 or later. So best of all, if you can actually cook for us or have a yo-yo night, which is what my violin teacher's husband called it, you're on your own, probably plan on cooking or eating on your own. Second of all, plan an escape room. If your violinist is teaching beginner violin students, you want to have earmuffs or a place in your basement to close the door, or if that's even still too close, plan on going to the garage to escape all of the beginning squawking noises you might hear. However, as the students improve, you actually might enjoy the background music. Number 3, you have a large role to play for recitals, especially if you host them at your home. You need to vacuum the house, dust, Swiffer, whatever you need to do to get it looking good, maybe even pick up toys if you have children. You also need to keep your own children quiet during the recital so that they don't scream in the middle of the student's cadenza. You also might come up with your own special treat for the students after the recital is finished. For example, my violin teacher's husband had a famous St. Patty's Day punch. I promise he didn't put anything too crazy in it, but it was more of a Sprite and lime sherbet. Now, my own guy has decided to roast s'mores for my students. So they all go out back and make their own s'mores after like the spring recitals if it's not too hot or too cold. Oftentimes, date night means you're actually going to sit alone at your date's concert. So you can be wearing your nice suit or tux or whatever you're wearing for this fancy event, and maybe find another buddy who will come with you. And if you say, hey, I'm with the violinist, you might even get in for free. If you've been really good during the concert, not too much texting, not too much scrolling on your phone, or especially make sure you've turned your phone off during the concert, your date might actually take you out for some dessert afterwards. Number 5, this is a really important one. Don't touch their instrument. Did you get that? Do not touch their instrument until you've been dating at least a year or 2 or maybe 5. Once though you've finally won their trust, you will get to be their professional roadie for all of their events. You'll also probably be dubbed photographer, videographer, sound engineer. You never know what kind of role you might get to experience. Number 6, be adaptable. You may have to travel internationally with your violinist. I'll always remember my experience in France a few years ago. I actually had to leave my guy with the cellist's dad, who didn't speak really any English. However, they decided to go tool shopping, and apparently music isn't the only universal language. Number 7, get used to sitting alone at church. I realize there's actually kind of a lot of sitting alone in this list. But once your church organist or praise team director discovers that you're dating a violinist, they will probably have them playing in the balcony or on stage more often than sitting in the pew with you. Number 8, please don't make the mistake of calling your female violinist friend the concert mistress. Let's just go with concertmaster and you'll play it a little bit safer. This is a mistake my guy actually made when we were first dating. Number 9, become familiar with the names of the parts of the violin. What may sound really scandalous to you is actually really normal in the violin world. We just are used to the terminology. Last of all, number 10, be their biggest fan. Nothing says you love your violinist as much as saying how much you enjoyed their playing at the concert, even if they missed their shift to the high note. Playing violin is actually a really big part of our identity, and we want to know that you appreciate our music. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and click subscribe. If you want more of this type of content, visit my website, rescottcreative.com. Thanks and have a great day.